Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a crazy sidewalk makeover for you. Check this out. You can't even see the concrete. It almost looks like one of the neighbors or whoever threw a bunch of tree limbs here for people not to use it. I don't know what their deal is, but we gotta clean this mess up. Completely covered in dirt and limbs. All this needs to be removed. The edges need to be redefined. This curb here needs to be exposed. Of course, pick up the trash, pick up these big limbs, haul them away, and get this whole sidewalk nice and restored, so people don't have to go halfway with their lime scooters. Big project. I am ready to tackle it. Hope you guys are ready too. Stay tuned to the end for the amazing before and after pictures. And I got some big fans right here. Who's a good girl? Come here. Who's a good girl? If I had some treats, I would give you guys some treats, but here's the rest of it. This side ain't too bad. We got the grass to mow, but when we look at this side, that's terrible. Let's begin working on this nightmare. And before we begin, don't forget about your favorite snack. In this case, mine is chops, and I'm gonna grab one so that way I'm all fueled up for this makeover.
them or for the city?
For the community.
Really?
Yeah, I tried to knock on their door and they didn't answer.
But you're not contracted by the city?
No. Yeah.
Wow, this place is a disaster. The city comes and cuts like the brush so that you can see the sign. They
Really?
do that, you know. It's the weirdest thing.
Well, it looks like almost the city left a pile of brush on the end of the sidewalk.
Probably.
They didn't even take it?
No.
Wow.
It's like they, you know, this neighborhood, they just don't care what happens to it, you know.
How you doing?
What's the city doing?
What was that?
What, is this city?
No. It's just my own thing.
Oh, you just come and clean this stuff up?
Clean up sidewalks, make them more safer for the community to use. And I guess talking from the other neighbor, these guys don't really care about it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fixed all the sidewalks except right here. You know, when
You think it's because of the trees?
these trees are actually the homeowner's responsibility. These Chinese elms just take over like these locusts.
Yeah.
Then they get these sidewalks that are all busted up, and then the city's supposed to have grants that come in and do handicap curbing,
Yeah.
but they don't. You know, they never fix this handicap curbing.
You really think city's gonna come and take care of their own sidewalks? Nope.
No, this house and that corner house is supposed to take care of the sidewalk.
Really? The homeowner's responsibility?
Yep.
Wow.
This will be the first time in
I've never seen it cleaned up.
Really?
50 years.
That's crazy.
I didn't realize it was this bad.
When I first arrived, I couldn't even see this portion. There were Man, I'm getting hungry. Time to take a little snack break. For those of you that have been following me for a very long time know that I love me some chomps. And I've pretty much tried every single flavor that they have. The one I like most is the original beef stick. These things are super delicious with 10 grams of protein, only 100 calories, plus 0 sugar. This makes it an ideal snack for my business. They say it's all stick without the ick, and they are true to that. Look at all this. It's made with grass-fed and finished beef, and it's raised without antibiotics or added hormones, made without wheat, nuts, soy, milk, no nitrates or nitrites added, and so much more. And take a peek at the ingredients list. Basically all the things in these meat sticks are recognizable and you've ate before. Now Chomps makes all these different flavors, and I've always wondered, if you could make a flavor, what would yours be? How about maple and bacon flavor? How about not? And if you've never tried Chomps before, I would highly recommend you pick up the Chomps variety pack. This is gonna help you figure out what your favorite flavor is. And by the way, mine is original. Shh, don't tell anybody. Visit my custom link in the description of this video and get 15% off at checkout. And thank you Chomps for sponsoring this video and making a perfect snack for us lawn care guys in our industry. Let's get back to the makeover. taking a little lunch break from all that hard work. I already ate all my chomps, but now it's real lunchtime. No snacking. Got to get some protein in me, some vegetables. Kids, eat your vegetables. Here's a quick update for you. So we're pretty much about halfway done. We got the toughest part done here. Here is our load of sod, already half a trailer load full, and I don't know how my equipment's gonna fit back on there. Probably should have brought a smaller mower, but what we might have to do is ask the lady here that came up to us, the neighbor, if we could park our equipment in an area where not many eyes can see them. We're gonna pull the keys out. We're gonna release the parking brake, so that way even if someone tries to take it, well, they wouldn't be able to. But we are in a kind of a sketchy area, I should say, so we've got to be careful, but hopefully we can trust her and hopefully she'll agree. If not, we'll go to the other neighbor that came up to me over there, way over there, and ask him if we can park our equipment temporarily while we go to the dump and unload everything. Perfect time. The neighbor's outside. Let me go ask her if we can leave our 2 big machines in her yard while I go to the dump and spend about an hour just unloading all that. I wanted to ask you real quick if I could leave those 2 big machines in the yard somewhere or in your driveway while I go unload.
Can you leave them there?
Where?
Huh?
Where?
Like along the,
By the mulch pile?
yeah.
All right, time to head to the dump. Quickly unload. Did I grab my shovel? Grab my shovel. $40 minutes. I wish there was a company that made a dump trailer, but you could also run that multi-force up and dump the debris and then run it back down. If there was like some kind of ramp system, I don't know. I haven't done my looking, but anyways, I'm gonna condense that down to like 1 minute. It's gonna be so fast. $175. That's a lot of money. Totaled. Definitely totaled. Hey, they're still there. Right on. I almost forgot to do an outro video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I am super tired. It is 4:05 and I guess I just finished. Well, still gotta unload some equipment and prepare for tomorrow. So that was a solid 4, 5, 6, 7 hour job. Not too bad. The unloading part was the worst. I do need to figure out on a better trailer setup, especially for these sidewalk makeover jobs where we pile a lot of dirt in the back of the trailer. And I will be looking at an enclosed trailer. I meant dump trailer, man. I'm just too tired. Just seeing what the options are. But if you guys have a recommendation, let me know in the comments down below. Here's a quick storage update for you guys. There's all my stuff, all my mowing gear, and extra gear that I might need just in case things break down. But thank you again so much. Take care. God bless you. We'll see you in the next one, and enjoy these before and after pictures.